Okay, so welcome to the campground review of Hidden Creek Camping Resort. Okay, so Hidden Creek is in Marion, North Carolina, just a few miles off of Interstate 40. Kind of a small back road to get here, a couple of right turns. Once you turn into the campground, the entrance is very narrow, so if there's a car coming out and a car coming in, somebody's got to back up to let the other through. Okay, so we're here at Hidden Creek, and we're just going to kind of walk around and do kind of a real quick campground review. We are actually staying up here on the top. I guess that this is the newer part. There's a loop that runs around the top of the mountain here, so you have to drive up the side of the mountain to get here. But cute little area up here. It's got a lot of spaces to park, wide open, not a lot of trees, so if you're looking for good satellite signal, you're going to get it. And they do have a couple of cabins that they rent. So we're going to walk down the hill down to where everything is, down where the office is, and take a look down there. Okay, so this is the hill that you drive down as you drive into the park. So you'll come down this hill, and we start coming down this way. Off to the right, it is a big turnoff, but that is to go up to the upper cabins, and then also over where they do the fixing of stuff and everything. So we're going to come back around here, and this is your view as you drive in. There is some tent camping over here on the left. And as you drive in, you'll see some of the rental golf carts that are parked there, and then you'll also see the camp store and also the office check-in. So as you drive in, you will come to this area. You will find a place to park on the out of traffic, and then that's where you'll go check in and get your check-in packet. All right, so as you can see on the screen, the arrow is pointing where we're standing, and so while I'm here, I wanted to take a break and walk down behind the office and kind of show you some of the amenities that the campground offers, like where the pool area is, the water slide, and also the playground and things like that. So let's take a break and let's walk around here, and then at the end of the video I'll give an overview and some drone footage of exactly what the park looks like in real life, aside from what the campground map shows. Okay, so first thing is this area down here. There is a pool up there, and then over here you'll see this really cool water slide. Now these two things over here, the pool and the water slide, cost extra to do. There is a nature trail right there. Back over here is the check-in office, and the cafe is to the left. The cafe's got hot dogs, hamburgers, and all that kind of stuff. But we'll just kind of walk down through here, and we'll see down here by the river. Down here by the river there is canoes. There is a grill there. There's also a gazebo. You can sit there and fish if you want to. Out here are some more canoes. Big gigantic Connect 4. You'll also see these big gigantic water tricycles that you can ride on. Over here is cornhole and shuffleboard. So we'll walk down through here a little bit. Here's the cornhole and the shuffleboard court. Right above this is the Gaga ball pit and the playground. So here is the Gaga ball pit,
or as known as the sandbox.
And then here's the playground and a swing set.
There's the mining area. I didn't know they had one.
Now right here, you can see, is a sluice. and they sell gym bags up in the store up there, so you can buy a gym bag and then you can come down here and you can pan it to get all the stuff out. But then over here you'll see is the putt-putt course, and all of this stuff is free to play, so you can come down here and just have a ball. Right, Pax? Right, Paxton?
Yeah.
Yeah? So there's the putt-putt course. Now you'll also see right over here is the lake. And the lake goes all the way around down to there. You'll also see from the drone view what the lake looks like. And there are RV spots on the other side of the lake. You can get waterfront RV spots over there. And then there is a bathhouse right here. And then kind of turning back up to the entrance up there, you'll also see up here on the, you'll also see up there on the top, there are park cabins that you can rent if you don't come with an RV. And over here back is where kind of we started from, and that is the office right there. Okay, so after you check in, you'll see all of the playground stuff and the lake and everything off to your left. And up on top of the hill up there, you can see the cabins. You'll just drive forward and you'll drive down around the end of the lake. And then you'll start driving up the hill.
There's an RV.
All right, so as you turn this corner here, you'll see some cabins on your right. And when you come to a fork in the road, you got to take it, right? So what you're going to want to do is take, this is all kind of one way, so you have to take the right turn, and now we're going to walk up the hill. And no lie, it's a hill. Let me tell you, let me show you exactly what I feel like when I'm driving up this hill. So you see down here on the bottom, there is bathhouse here. There are some tent sites off to the right here as we go by. So now really starting to climb the hill here to get to the top of the mountain. Right as you come into this clearing, there's spots on the left and there's spots on the right. There's also basketball and tetherball. What do you think, Pax? Good? What do you think, Glory? You getting your exercise in for the day? All right. Alright, so one thing you'll notice is that there's a number of older RVs that are parked here that are set up to be permanent locations. So these guys never move. I'm sure they could, but they've got decks hooked to them, they've got trailers, bikes, all sorts of stuff.
Now, one of the things I will add is that these don't look like this is where people live permanently. These locations, these campers are set up in a permanent way to be kind of like a weekend or a getaway house. They don't look like people live here full time. It's just kind of a campsite that they rent for the year, and it gives them a second home or a mountain home to use.
I don't know if there's this many hills and mountains at the beach, baby.
I know, but it feels like it's so much. See all this sand, and then when you look over, it kind of looks like there's a beach.
Up here you can see some more campers that are stationed here permanently. Some are older, and then some are really nice that have this deck and this man cave area. We're up on top of the mountain now. This is a new campsite, newer area. You can see they've planted a whole lot of trees here. They also have 3 cabins that you can rent. The one downside I would say about this is that it's really dusty. The gravel roads here have settled, and now it's all just dust. So you can see the cars, once you sit here for a day, you can see how much dust just accumulates over your whole car. But of course, with gravel roads, it's kind of what you're gonna get. All right, here we are back at our spot up here on top with absolutely fantastic views.
Fantastic campground, close to the interstate, easy to get in, easy to get out. Of course, you know, climbing up the hill was a little bit hair-raising, but once we did it, it wasn't that big of a deal. This is a previous Jellystone park. It has been Hidden Creek now for a couple of years. It's a great park. The downsides, it is pretty dusty. It hadn't rained in a while, so there was a lot of dust. And also cell coverage here is weak, if non-existent. There wasn't any Wi-Fi up at the top of the hill where we stayed. However, there was Wi-Fi down close to the office. Of course, if you have a satellite dish and you're getting satellite TV, you have a great, awesome view of the sky at the upper part. It's close to everything. While we were there, we went whitewater rafting up in Asheville, which was only about 30-45 minutes away. We also did some gold panning at a local mine there. It was just a great time. That stuff is close. Biltmore, Asheville is just up the road. Lots of stuff to do. So all in all, I would give this campground a thumbs up. Make sure you try it out if you're over there. But as always, make sure you make it to church on Sunday.